What if cameras didn't capture selfies, friends, or holidays, but rather puzzling imagery from the deepest recesses of the human mind? Well, for some people, this might just be how it is. In the early 1960s, for example, a bellhop named Ted Serios began producing odd photographs that made no sense. Using an everyday ordinary camera, images would just etch themselves onto the film, even when no subject was in front of the camera. Blurry buildings, distorted faces, scenes that nobody seemed to recognize. Sometimes the camera wasn't even aimed properly. Sometimes it was covered. Yet the film developed anyway. Well, psychiatrists and photographers were brought in to get to the bottom of this. Control systems were put into place. Observers carefully watched his hands, the camera, the room. Still, images just kept appearing. Skeptics, of course, insisted that it had to be fraud, right? Hidden lenses, sleight of hand, darkroom tricks, maybe. Something. Believers argue that that's impossible, right? Because these strict conditions and vigilant observations ruled those explanations out. And that's when a word entered the conversation. Researchers called it thoughtography. That's the idea that the human mind can imprint images onto film, whether or not there's a subject in view. Of course, no mechanism was ever proven, no explanation was ever really agreed upon, and today, Ted Serios is remembered not as a bellhop, but rather as a question that science can't really give any satisfying answers for. And the photographs, well, they remain silent evidence of a mystery that refuses to be resolved.